My name is Matt Lees for Videogamer.com, and today I'd like to talk to you about Call of Duty Ghosts. The apparent box art for Call of Duty Ghosts popped up a little while ago. One glance at this chap's funny balaclava and it's evident that there's a connection to Modern Warfare 2. Weirdly though, the game's first teaser trailer reveals even less. Unless of course they've scrapped the whole shooting thing and they're going to do a Roman Centurion simulator instead.
And there are those who wear masks to protect us all.
And some of us wear masks to entertain small children or to go to fancy dress parties. Ghost is naturally one of the most popular characters in the Modern Warfare series because he kills people, doesn't say much, and has a funny hat. Tragically, before any of us really got to know about the nuanced and interesting character of Ghost, he got turned into a big meaty flambe. Apologies there for the unmarked plot spoiler, but if you haven't played Modern Warfare 2, don't bother. It was a bit of fun at the time, but let's be honest, the story did feel like it had been written on a napkin by an 8-year-old. Now, people have been saying that Call of Duty has been stale and tired for a number of years, but really it's just a series that's playing it safe. And that's fair enough. When you've got millions of people that love something, you've got to be careful not to mess with it too much. I mean, I reckon I'd probably love football if they had some sort of pinball-style multi-ball feature, but people already in love with this sport might naturally find that alienating. It's a conversation we've been having every year for a while, but this year really does feel like a different case. After years of tooting a trumpet that says bigger and better, Activision's response to the sales of Black Ops 2 were notably muted. And that's because, for the first time in a while, sales weren't as strong as they were last year. Then Activision CEO Eric Hirshberg went on the record to say that they expected a further drop this year due to the general financial climate in the industry and the Western world as a whole. Now, this is an uncharacteristically sensible thing for an Activision suit to say, but I can't help but wonder what it means for Call of Duty Ghosts. You see, Call of Duty Ghosts is coming out at quite a strange time. Inevitably releasing in the first or second week of November, it's a game that's likely to straddle the current generation of consoles and the next. In previous years, focusing on next gen would have been a no-brainer, but now things don't feel so black and white. Proper gaming enthusiasts like you and me are gonna lap up new hardware, but the wider demand for it still seems unclear. And it doesn't feel like I'm the only person who's worried about this. In the past year, we've had plenty of murmurs about next-gen projects being canned, and big studios and big publishers simply moving the hell away from it entirely and going, you know what? We're gonna go and make something else. So with so many people getting the hell out, you do kind of wonder if the people who are staying are going to be approaching things with a bit more caution. I don't know if people are feeling it outside of the industry, but there's a genuine sense of worry in the air. And it's kind of affecting the sorts of console games that we're seeing. We've got HD remakes, repackaged versions, spin-offs, 2.5 sequels. Safety is the word that has defined 2013 so far. And with safety comes the risk of being catastrophically boring. And for a series that's already playing it safe to the point of being fairly uninteresting, Call of Duty Ghosts might be the game that sees the series become just as bad as people on the internet already think it is. Why? Well, the proof in this pudding is really all in the name. Call of Duty Ghosts tells us two things. First of all, the game is definitely a spin-off, and it's more than likely going to feature one of the series' most popular characters. It's a technique that you'll see across all forms of media, but it's one that very rarely means good things. X-Men did the same thing with that film Wolverine, and we all know how well that panned out. Now, it's possible that this isn't just a cynical cash grab while Activision scope out the viability of next gen, but when you put the pieces together, things aren't looking all that hopeful. Having said that, new hardware is always the best time to launch a new IP, so it's possible that this does represent a very serious new subsection in the Call of Duty brand. But if that's the case, and they're really taking this seriously, and they think it's going to be a really big deal, then why have they already resigned themselves to the fact that it's not going to sell as well as Black Ops 2? I'm hoping that they cook up something to surprise us, but I've got a horrible feeling that Call of Duty Ghosts is just going to be another Gears of War Judgment. Not bad by any means, but just a case of drawing in the fans with the characters they love, and then just giving them something to chew on. I don't think Ghosts will be a bad game, I just can't quite imagine it being exciting either. And at a point at which the series desperately needs a shot in the arm, Feels like they've kicked it into autopilot and wandered off to eat some crisps. Anyway, if you fervently disagree with all this stuff, feel free to attack me personally in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time.